UNCIVPOL Candidate Selection Tests, Number 10.
Instructions. You will hear a short passage on the tape. First, you will hear a narration of an incident. Then the detailed information about the incident will be provided. You are requested to take notes while listening, answer the questions, and write an incident report afterwards. The recording will be played only once.
Part 1. Incident Overview. On the 13th of July 2001, a murder case was reported to have taken place at number 37 Mihal Street, Sarajevo. A woman was killed in her home. All 4 perpetrators were found by the police. They were arrested and handed over to the court. All of them admitted to the crime. One of the perpetrators, Jermek, worked for Vijo, the woman's husband. He learned that Vijo had lots of money and lived a quiet life. He met his friends and they decided to get money from Vijo. On the 18th of June 2001, they went to the victim's house but found nobody there. They broke in and stole 500 DM and Vijo's pistol. Since the money they found was not enough, they decided to go back again. On the 13th of July 2001, they first went to Djurmek's house, picked up a machine gun, rope and nylon stockings. Then they went to Vijo's house on foot. They found Vijo's wife in the stable, milking the cow. When she finished and appeared at the door of the stable, Djurmek hit her on the head with a stick that he'd picked up at the scene. The woman fell on the ground. Djurmek took her into the stable and tied her up. He also put the stocking on her head to prevent her from shouting. Later she was found dead. The 4 men went into the house. Vijo saw them coming and tried to close the door. One of them, named Immasht, shot twice and Vijo was wounded in the leg. They entered the kitchen and found Vijo's child there. Immasht took the child into a small room and stayed with him there, while the others were with Vijo, hitting him in his face and asking for money. He gave them 1,700 DM, but they wanted more. They searched the house and basement for more money. They were wearing camouflage clothes, gloves and masks. When they left, they threw away these things on the way and wore civilian clothes. No information was available from other villagers, as the victim's house was separated from the others, and nobody could hear or see anything. But according to the chief of CID, the perpetrators are all drug addicts. After the burglary on the 8th of June 2001, they sold Vijo's pistol to a man who gave them 50 grams of narcotics. However, there is no information if the perpetrators were under the influence of the drugs during the crime.
Part 2. Dialogue. The following is a dialogue between police and the dead woman's husband, Vijo.
Do you know the 4 perpetrators?
I know one of them, Dermek. He worked for me.
What happened on the 13th of July 2001?
Dermek and 3 other men came to my house and found my wife milking the cow in the stable. He hit my wife on the head with a wooden stick and tied her up. I saw them coming and tried to close the door. One of them shot at me twice, and I was wounded in the leg.
What happened later?
They entered the kitchen and found my child there. Another man took the child into a small room and stayed with him there while the rest of them began to hit me in the face.
What did they want?
They asked for money. I gave them 1,700, but they wanted more. They searched the house for more money and made a mess of the house.
What were they wearing?
They were wearing camouflage clothes, masks, and gloves. But still I could recognize Dermick.
What else did they take away from your house?
Nothing else. Last month, someone broke into my house and stole 500 Deutschmark and my pistol. I am not sure whether it was done by these four men.
What was the date of the burglary?
It was the 18th of June 2001.
Do you know anything else about them?
Dermick takes drugs, so he always needs a lot of money. I don't know whether the other three are all drug addicts.
Were they under the influence of drugs when they were committing the crime that day?
I am not sure about that.
Do you have any witnesses?
No, except my child. My house is in an isolated area, and we are far away from other villagers. End of text.